friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week of December 20th to the 26th. Okay, let's get started here. For Scorpio, we're going to select the final guidance card now, and we will save it for the end of the reading. I've been selecting them based on the image that seems to resonate when I look at it here for Scorpio. Okay, this is the one I've selected. I'm not looking at the back though, so I don't see the message. Okay, let's see here. Now, where along the Fool's Path we find Scorpio this week? Which major arcana archetype does Scorpio embody most this week on their journey? Ooh, we got a few cards coming out here that really flew out. We've got the Fool, the Empress, and Justice. Interesting. So, you know, the Fool and the Empress are early on in the path, and Justice is sort of right in the middle. So that's interesting. It's almost like you've come to the midpoint of something and you're looking for balance, and it's taking you all the way back to the beginning. I feel like you're looking at something with fresh eyes to see how to find some beauty in it and some equality and balance. This is very interesting. You're taking a leap of faith to be sort of looking at something in a new way and trying to find the balance in it. Where maybe it's not as obvious, maybe at first glance, that there is a way to see something here, that a more creative way. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust the cards so I can see them without reflection. There we go. So that's interesting. It's almost like, taken together, you're looking at a situation with more grace. You're looking at a situation with this idea of this almost like you're nurturing it, right? And you're looking at it with grace and ease, and you're letting things unfold with respect to sort of the natural timing of a situation. It's interesting, and you're really striking a balance here. You're really looking at something. Let's see what this thing is. What is Scorpio looking at this week, trying to understand with more balance and grace? The Judgment card is sort of hanging by a thread here. Oh, the cards are behaving so funny today. I can barely hang on to them. They have things to say. Okay, so we see the Two of Cups here with Judgment. So I feel like you're trying to understand a relationship in a new way. You're looking perhaps at the ending of a relationship. When we see the Judgment card here, maybe you're looking at the ending of a relationship and trying to understand it in a new way. You're trying to give it love through that Empress card and understand it in a new way. Because I think you're looking for a big shift here. We see the Knight of Swords. I think you're wanting to rush in here and maybe talk to someone. And I say that because of the Fool energy as well as this Knight of Swords. It's like you want to take a leap of faith to rush in with that Knight of Swords and create some change in a relationship. Excuse me, that has ended. And you're just looking at the ending of it and trying to see, was it fair? Was it in balance? Was it equal? And I think you have a new idea about it. Ace of Swords. I think you have or Ace of Rods, excuse me. And the Tower on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like you feel differently about this situation than you did before. And that's why you're looking at it with fresh eyes here. And it's a much more graceful, loving and mature sort of nurturing attitude that you have when you're looking at this situation. And it's very innocent at the same time. And it's a risk, right? When you think of the Fool, it's a leap of faith. So I feel like you're thinking about coming in here to speak to someone, something that has ended, a relationship with that Two of Cups. Something you want to rush in and sort of make this proclamation with that Ace of Swords to sort of make an announcement with that Tower energy to shatter any illusions here and bring balance maybe to a situation that when you got the final judgment, maybe you didn't like what you heard about it, or maybe it feels like loss. Yeah, it was a loss. Now that you're looking at it with fresh eyes, you see that it was a loss and you want a new start. You want a new start with it, Scorpio. You don't want this to be something that you think back on as a loss. And as I say, think back on, we see the Six of Cups. So this is something that sort of broke down in the past. You're feeling kind of nostalgic. There's the Hangman. You feel like it was a sacrifice, but it was all divinely timed. There is a truth to accept about this that has been difficult for you. Right under the Tower card here, I feel like you want to rush in. Ooh, and there's the Magician just kind of coming out awkwardly there. I feel like you want to rush in. That's what I was saying, because I see here the Knight of Swords right over the Six of Cups. You want to rush into that past person. You want to alchemize a new beginning here because you don't like this outcome of not being with this person anymore, Scorpio. You see it as a loss. You want to bring them back into your life here. A new start with someone from the past. A new start with someone from the past. You are worried about rushing in. You want to, but I think you're feeling a little bit anxious about it with that Four of Pentacles energy, very anxious energy of hanging on. So I feel like if you're going to rush in, you really do have to let go of the past. And if you hang on to some of those old feelings, again, there's justice again, then you're not doing the situation justice. In a sense, you'd be sort of removing the virtue of it if you hang on to the past. It's interesting. I feel like the message here is that if there is something you'd like to revisit from the past, you have to approach it almost with a completely fresh perspective. Page of Swords and Three of Wands coming out as I shuffle, or as I speak about that. So it's like, yeah, you have to walk in with a new perspective, Page of Swords, and envision a future with that sort of new perspective, new outlook. So it's not going to serve you to enter this dynamic again if you haven't shifted your perspective. I feel like that's the guidance you're getting here on this situation. My Scorpio friends, it seems very clear to me that there is a situation that has ended in the past that you want to rush in to sort of reveal a truth about it, because you've had sort of an Ace of Rods aha sort of intuitive understanding, and you really do feel like that was a loss to separate from this individual or experience. You want a brand new start with this Ace of Cups. You're feeling like you're waiting on something here. You're waiting because you're perhaps feeling like, it's difficult for you to shift your perspective fully. Maybe you're still weighing this out, but I feel like you're working on manifesting a new beginning here, but you really need to let go of some of the past energy if that's going to be possible. Now, here's the Oracle card we selected from for your final guidance, and the message is strength. Let me read it to you. It says, be steadfast in your heart. There is a power in tenderness. Hold space for healing and growth. Be a safe haven for others in need. Stand for what you believe in. Be willing to yield and adapt. Stay strong. So that's a really nice message here for you, Scorpio, as you're moving towards this experience and sort of wanting to reveal something potentially really transformative with that Tower card. I feel like it's a very important time for you to sort of stand up for what you believe in. Anytime you start to feel that feelings from the past coming through, stay strong in yourself here, right? Be steadfast in your heart. I like that message a lot. And that there's power in tenderness. Be willing to yield and adapt. Yeah, you must be flexible here. Flexible in your willingness to let go of the past, I think, if you really want a new start with this, what seems to be a relationship, that Two of Cups. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for you, Scorpio. If this has resonated and you would like a personal reading, you can find my email and a list of the readings I offer in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing, and we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends. Take care. Have a great week.